2025 couldn't get depressing enough. We just got the announcement from Samoa Joe that he will most likely retire after his current contract ends with AEW. And for me, this one really hits. This is, to me, one of the top 20 greatest wrestlers of all time. And while Joe is insanely accomplished in his own right, I still feel like he's not appreciated as much as he should be. Maybe that's because he spent most of his career in TNA. Maybe that's because WWE seemingly didn't know what to do with him, and it's one of the craziest things that WWE ever fumbled. And while Joe doesn't want some big, grandiose retirement, I think that if somebody deserves it, Samoa Joe is one of those guys. So let's talk about the possibility of who could retire Samoa Joe. The immediate thoughts for AEW fans is going to go to the likes of Hook, as Joe has been mentoring Hook for quite some time in AEW, or Powerhouse Hobbs, teammate of the Ops, and Hobbs could defeat Joe, cementing himself as the big powerhouse of AEW. But to me, I feel like it should be somebody that kind of represents everything that Samoa Joe is about. An insanely versatile student of the game, who has a deep appreciation for basically every single style of professional wrestling. And I'd also love to see somebody retire him that has that appreciation for all of his time in Ring of Honor, has all of that appreciation for his time in TNA, has all of that appreciation for his matches with the likes of Misawa and Kobashi. And that's why it feels like it should be Will Ospreay to me. To me, Ospreay is a blend of so much of the last 20 years of professional wrestling, and Ospreay is a guy that grew up as a TNA kid. I know that Ospreay is always compared to AJ Styles, and I think in a beautiful way, Ospreay can retire a guy that was one of AJ Styles' main foes and friend. Samoa Joe also just recently said that he wants to have a match with Will Ospreay when Ospreay comes back. And like I've said before, Joe is not necessarily a guy that cares for matches for himself. Now, I think in terms of all of the styles and appreciation, I think Takeshita also fits that bill, and he would be a really great final opponent for Joe. I even think somebody like a Brody King or a Darby Allin would be really cool. But I feel like for everything that Samoa Joe has represented in professional wrestling, I feel like Will Ospreay is the perfect opponent. Who do you guys think should retire Samoa Joe?